Hi there. In this lesson I want to talk about something that I go on about a lot in my private lessons, and that's controlling the volume of the right hand. A lot of students, especially a lot of younger students, when they're playing a rock beat or a pop beat, you get something like this. And they're just hammering on the hi-hat. This has a lot to do with understanding the priority of what you're trying to do, right? So the main part of that groove I just played is this. Kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, right? The hi-hat's just meant to be icing on the cake, you know, that's just meant to kind of help move the groove along. You could cut the hi-hat out completely and you'd still have the essence of the groove, right? So we shouldn't treat this like the main part of the groove or even an equal part of the groove. This should be sitting underneath. More often than not, people need to play the hi-hat much quieter than they think. The hi-hat has the potential to be way too loud. It can cut right through the mix, and it's one of the most annoying parts of the drum kit, right? So here's that same groove again. I'm going to play the first couple of bars chopping away at the hi-hat, and then I'm going to bring my right hand volume way down, and you're going to hear how much better it sounds, right? Okay? Now you notice I didn't bring the volume of the kick or the snare down. I tried not to change that volume at all. What's hard about this when you first start doing it is you're going to have to train one of your limbs, your right hand, to play a lot softer than the other two, okay? The hi-hat will be loud kind of by itself. The kick and the snare sometimes need a bit of work, especially on this kit here. So on this kit I'm using mesh heads and I'm using the Zildjian L80 cymbals. These are a bit louder in comparison to the mesh heads than normal cymbals would be with, you know, normal drum head. So I'm having to work even harder to bring the volume down. But that's good for practice, okay? So, one of the areas this really trips people up is funk, right? Let's take I'm going to take a really simple funk pattern and I'm going to play it with what I would call bad dynamics. And then I'm going to show you how thinking about what we're doing with our dynamics, our volume, can fix the groove and also kind of bring it to life. Okay, so here's how I wouldn't recommend playing this groove. Right, so everything's running at 10, ja, 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 right? It doesn't sound funky, it sounds kind of annoying, right? So, first things first, let's do what we talked about at the start. I'm going to take the hi-hat volume, I'm going to bring it way, way down, okay? Everything else is going to stay the same. This should already sound a bit better, a bit funkier, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now our priorities are popping out. It's the kick and the snare, they're the important part, right? Hi-hat's kind of sitting in the background, it sounds a little bit cooler, hopefully. So, I think if I had another complaint about that groove, it would be that it still sounds a bit robotic on the snare side. So again, prioritize which snare notes do we want to pop out, which snare notes are less important. Okay, well I think it's the offbeat notes, 1, 2, at the E in it, okay? Those offbeats are kind of extra. They're nice, they make it funky, but we don't want them to pop right out. So let's bring the volume of those way down. Okay, so I'm just ghosting those, right? Quite quiet. I hold the stick a little bit tighter in the back of my hand. and I'm able to control the volume much easier. For those beats on 2 and 4, I'm playing rim shots now. This is my practice kit, so I've got these little rubber bits here to play the rim shots. But it means that it's popping out nice and loud, so we've got our priority. Okay, I think that's a much better place to start. That sounds more like a funk groove to me. Okay, we've got a nice solid kick, we've got a nice solid 2 and 4 on the snare drum, and then we've got these embellishments. They're doing just that, they're embellishing the groove, they're not getting in the way. Okay, now using that as a starting point, let's play around with the dynamics. So instead of just playing all quiet on a hi-hat, let's play some accents. So we're going to start playing louder again, and let's put the accents on the beat. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Right? Put that into the groove. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's nice, that's got quite a nice kind of forward drive to it. Let's shift that along, so let's accent the offbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I like that even more. Okay, that's kind of nice and funky. It almost sounds like there's a kind of shaker going on, especially with that kind of play between the ghost notes and the hi-hat. I think that's really nice, okay? Rather than sticking to a pattern, we could pick the odd note to accent. So let's accent the and of 4, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the hi-hat. Okay, we could throw another one in there, so let's make it the and of 4 and the and of 1. Okay, I think that's quite nice. You can take exactly the ideas you're using over here in the hi-hat, stick them on the right cymbal. Your accents could be on the bell. So. Okay? And if you were playing a groove on the toms, same thing. Okay? So suddenly we've got way more control over these grooves. A final thing about using these right-hand dynamics, it can be a great way to play a fill without playing a fill, right? Say you want to move from one section of a song to another, a verse to a chorus, but playing a fill is going to feel like too much, okay? You want to be kind of, more tasteful than that, right? I'm going to play 3 bars of a groove in the hi-hat, kick and snare, and on the 4th bar, I'm going to use accents on the hi-hat to build us into a chorus, and then I'll move to the right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just throwing in some accents, making some notes pop out more, it's kind of a nice tasteful way to move from section to section without doing the, just going round the toms, So that's something to think about if you're not thinking about, if you don't find yourself thinking about how loud are each of my limbs when I'm playing a groove. I think that's something more people should think about, and I think definitely, if you've never worked on it before, you're probably playing your hi-hat way too loud, okay? Spend more time up on top of the hi-hat rather than dropping weight at the side of it, and you'll save money on sticks as well.